My friend, I have a quick question for you. Do you consider yourself to be really, really lucky, or someone that just has really, really good luck, really, really amazing luck? If it's not an unequivocal, yes, absolutely, I just have good luck every single day, you're going to want to watch this video because we have 7 steps for you to increase your luck factor using law of attraction and quantum physics. Now, before you think that it's your typical law of attraction video where we just tell you to believe and ask for stuff and receive it, that's not going to be the case, because I know I've been frustrated when people tell me that kind of generic answer, and we're actually going to break down, really give you a breakdown step by step of how Avram and I went to Orlando in the last weekend, and we had free upgrades on everything. We had a free upgrade on our rental car. We had a free upgrade on our hotel from a basic to a beautiful suite. And then on top of that, as if things couldn't get any luckier, we actually won something really amazing, an amazing prize in the company raffle that we were at. And that is, a MacBook Air, right? A laptop. Now, I used to be one of those people that, I'd watch people win the contest. I had, this one friend, and I remember even in grade school, she was the popular girl, and she always won all the school raffles to the point where people thought it was rigged. So maybe you have that friend that always gets the free drinks, or always gets the free upgrade to the hotel suite, the VIP treatment, the free drinks, and you're like, well, do they have like some special karma or something? They have really good karma in this lifetime. They have better karma than me. Like, maybe you've kind of asked yourself, like, why am I not getting that same good luck? Or I wish I could have that good luck. Now, the interesting thing about luck is, while there are many definitions of it, I'm going to just read one off to you, which, let's see here. Let's see if I could pull it up.
And by the way,
yes.
While Nikki's pulling up the definition of luck here, because I think it's important to start here, we actually have 7 specific steps for you. So if you have something to write with, you might want to pull that out, that we're going to deliver to you in order to increase your luck factor in this video.
Yeah, whatever you believe it to be, you can increase that luck factor, that sort of magical factor. So that one definition of luck is the force that seems to operate for good or ill in a person's life, as in shaping circumstances, events, or opportunities. Good fortune, advance, or success considered as the result of chance. So the interesting thing is, like, we look at, for most people, it's like either they have good luck or bad luck. And it seems to be this like outside force. So we're going to actually show you how you can change all that. If you feel like you have bad luck, or maybe you have good luck, but you want to have amazing luck and have, one thing after another, cool stuff show up. So where should we go from here, Avram?
Well,
are we ready?
Pay close attention, because you might miss an important step if you don't.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll start with the first step. We're going through it fast. So the first step is really creating your own luck. Like Nikki said, recognizing that you actually have influence on doing so, right? You've probably heard the thing that your point of view creates your reality, right? The thoughts and feelings and emotions that you have create your reality. So that being the case, you can create your own luck. You can create your own amazing circumstances to create lucky things in your life.
Yeah, like we have a friend, and she might be watching this video, who has won the lottery not once but twice. Okay, so she did some stuff to create that, and I think we're gonna move forward to step number 2, because step number 1 is maybe an obvious thing. You're like, well, I already know that one, but maybe you want to embrace it even more. Okay, step number 2 is to ask for more luck. So a very simple way to ask for it is just, very simply, universe or subconscious mind or whatever you believe in, what would it take to have more luck show up in my life? More unexpected, amazing surprises. Just more luck.
I like that.
That's it. You just ask for it. We know ask and you shall receive, but a lot of people don't ask for that specific energy of luck. Whatever you believe luck to be, there is like a certain energy with it, which I know you're probably feeling and perceiving right now. So you can actually ask for more of that in your life.
Very cool. Step number 3 is one that's really fun. It's actually asking, well, I won't give it away. Yeah. Because it was the magic that I think you brought to us creating all this really cool stuff. So why don't you explain what step number 3 really is?
Yeah, so here's the thing. I have this friend that gets hotel upgrades all the time. Every company event that I've been to, like every place where we've met, in person, they're like, oh, got the upgrade, to the VIP suite again. And I'd be like, how do you do it? And he's like, I don't know. And so he's, you know, it's not that he was withholding stuff. He probably, it's just on such a deep subconscious level for him that he didn't know exactly what was going on. But I just kept asking for that insight and that clarity. And then one day, aha, it hit me, like this like light bulb of clarity to ask ahead. So here's the thing. A lot of times I've been, you know, on my way to the rental car place or on my way to the hotel. I'm like, ooh, wouldn't it be cool to get a free upgrade? Now, that to me, I realize is kind of like a procrastination. You're asking all the elements and all the forces to kind of slam together at the last minute to you know, miraculously get what you want to show up. So I actually did something different. All the stuff that I asked for this weekend, which was more good luck, the VIP treatment, the upgrades, I didn't know it was going to come with a MacBook Air actually, but I asked for all that good luck starting a month ahead of time. So if you know you're going somewhere, whether it's I'm going to a party, I'm going to have drinks with a friend, I know it's happening this weekend, you know, instead of asking when you're about getting ready, putting your clothes on, your makeup on, you ask as soon as you get the invitation, as soon as you know you're going somewhere. So that's step number 3, is to ask ahead. Ask as soon as you know that something is coming into your life.
You gotta give the universe a little bit more time to get creative and give you awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, asking ahead, and we'll actually talk a little bit about why asking really works from a quantum physics perspective. Yeah. But like in step 6, I think it is step 5.
And what kind of questions? What kind of asking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So step number 4, right, is sort of like where the rubber meets the road. At least we're getting into like the action piece, right? We're setting the foundation. Step number 4 though is really all about being present. Because like if you're driving down the freeway and you're not paying attention to where you're going and reading the signs, you're going to miss your turnoff. And a lot of us do that when it comes to manifesting what it is that we want, right? Using law of attraction. You kind of miss it.
Yeah, we do it just like we drive, where, you know, you put in the GPS and then you're like, wow, I spaced out. I don't even know how I got here. Mm-hmm. You just sort of like arrive at your destination. You're just like, I guess I got here somehow.
Right, so you're already off course at this point if you don't stay present, right? Yeah. So we were present when we checked in at the registration for this weekend's event. And we opened up our little pamphlet we were looking at while they were registering us and giving us our little badges. And one of us pulled out this little pamphlet, right? And it's got like instructions on it and stuff, specifically like 3 things that you need to do in order to win these prizes, right? It's got on here, it had 3 prizes. It had headphones, an iPad, and the MacBook Air, right? And one of the keys, by the way, is getting specific on what you want. So we could have said, hey, let's win the raffle, but we said, no, let's win the MacBook Air. But if we weren't present, we wouldn't have found out about it. We wouldn't have seen this in here. We wouldn't have asked about it. We wouldn't have gotten the clarity on when the raffle is taking place, what you got to do to get it, etc., etc. So we got the clarity because we were present and we were there and we were able to go through it.
Yeah, successful people are present with the details. You know, you're not checking out, you know, just because you were on an airplane and maybe you're tired, that's not the excuse to like check out. So that's the thing, is we were really present, so that we could recognize the synchronicity and the opportunity that was presented in front of us. Yeah, so I mean, very important.
There were like over 1,000 people there, and there's a fraction of people actually participated, because I think most people, I talked to some people, they didn't even know this was happening.
And even though all those signs were right in front of them, they
they walked by them all the time.
Walked by them every, 10 times a day, and they didn't see it. So
yeah. Step number 5, right? Step number 5 is actually like the action piece. But more important than just taking action, it's about taking action without hesitation or resistance. You have anything to say about that?
Yeah, so here's the thing. Sometimes we ask for something big, something amazing, more luck to show up in our lives, and then we get those like subtle nudges. It's like a whisper, it's like a hint. It's not necessarily like boom in your face.
Yeah.
And, we come up against our resistance. So really it's an awareness that is probably going to come up. It may come up where, you're feeling the nudge to go, like we felt the nudge, we got to go enter this raffle, we got to go enter this raffle.
Yeah.
But there was a compelling speaker on stage actually in that moment. There was something else going on that was also pulling us. It was kind of like we were being pulled in 2 different directions. And if we hadn't taken action, if we kept resisting, like we kept getting that pull that we need to go do this, and we resisted it a little bit, but we recognized it. We said, okay, we're kind of resisting here, we're hesitating. We need to like pop out of this, situation right now. We need to go take action and go get this thing done. It only took us like 10 minutes to do this, right? To take all the steps that they wanted to enter the raffle. And then we were able to rejoin the event, and it was all good.
So fast forward from that moment when we actually finished the steps to do the raffle, the other part of the action piece is when the actual raffle was being drawn. And this is some cool ninja stuff that we've been employing for a long time to enjoy the success that we have today. And that's this. Right, we're in the raffle and we started talking to the molecules. I mentioned I would tell you why asking works. Well, science has proven that when you observe a molecule, quantum physics specifically, when you observe a molecule, its behavior begins to change. More importantly, it begins to reflect whatever it is that you're holding in your consciousness at the time. And so with that, you can actually change your surroundings around you everywhere. Right, so when you ask ahead of time, you break the boundaries and the laws of the universe, right? Because you're actually working with the molecules. So as Jaycron is up on stage, the CEO of our company, pulling the tickets out of the little spinny thing, you know, we're connecting with the molecules in his body. We're pulling energy from all over the universe through his body, through the tickets, through our bodies, through our tickets, through the MacBook Air. Nikki's asking questions. She's like, MacBook Air. Talking to the MacBook Air. It sounds weird, but it's true.
Right, because it has molecules too.
It has a consciousness as well. MacBook Air, would you like to come home with Avram and I?
Yeah, and if you would like to come home with us, you gotta, you know, he's gotta pick our ticket. You know, I was like talking to it that way. So
that was like the process like of going on while the raffle was actually taking place.
And even before that, we started connecting the energy before they did the raffle. From the moment we gave them our ticket, we started connecting and creating that circuit of energy and that magnetic pull, visualizing like, you can almost, you know, imagine like a river or, you know, a stream of light that's coming from the object you desire to you and through all the people that are making it happen, but it's all being directed to you.
We're all one, baby. It's easy to connect the circuit and just bring whatever it is that you would like in your world into yours, and that's what we're describing right now.
Yeah, and if you think you don't know how to do it, trust me, you do. It's like breathing. How do you breathe? You just know how to breathe. You've known how to do this since you were a baby. It's like, if you've ever noticed somebody on stage where you're like, wow, I just feel so drawn to them, it's because they're actually pulling energy to themselves. They may just not even know that they're doing it consciously. So you can do this consciously and increase your magnetism and your luck.
Right.
This way.
It's magnetic.
Yes, that's right.
I love that word. So step number 6, right?
Yeah.
Kind of plays right with step number 5.
Yeah.
Right? And it's really important. I think, you know, we're going to have to repeat it a few times, but you want to operate with the expectation that you're going to win and the willingness to lose.
So I'll say that again. Okay, step number 6 is having the expectation of winning while also having the willingness to lose.
Yeah, so really the way I think about this and I conceptualize this is like, if you've ever had like a needy friend, right, a clingy friend, do you want to spend more time with them or less time with them when they're just like really clawing for your time and attention?
Yeah.
Usually less, right? And the reason for that is because a neediness and attachment to something is actually formed from a sense of lack.
So when you're not willing to lose, the only reason you wouldn't be willing to lose is when you're too attached to the outcome. It's like you just lose, when you're not willing to lose, you lose the magic of it all. And again, we're talking about molecules here and the consciousness of everything and everything reacting to you. So if you're being that sort of clingy, needy energy that Avram just mentioned, you're actually going to push it away. So that's just, it might sound like a contradiction, but it's actually kind of a caveat. You know, we're talking about having the expectation to win with the caveat that you also have to be willing to lose so that you don't become too attached. And then all of a sudden, the whole thing that you're trying to create is like bigger than you. And you're like at the effect of everything instead of being that in that centered place where you're kind of at the helm.
Beautiful. Well put.
Yes.
So this leads us to step number 7. And by the way, we have a bonus step for you. We just like to go big. But step number 7 is really cool too. And it's simply this, right? As Jaycron was on stage pulling the tickets, right? The person won the headset first, and then the second person won the iPad, and then became the drawing for the MacBook Air, the one that we really, really wanted. And so what happened was really interesting. He pulled the first ticket, the person wasn't in the room. He pulled the second ticket then. That person wasn't even in the room either. He pulled the third ticket, and that was our ticket, and that was the winning ticket. And to me that says one thing. You have to show up to receive the stuff that you've been asking for. Right? It's like if somebody came knocking at your door with a check for $1 million, and they're ready to give it to you, you physically do have to take the check and go to the bank and cash it.
Yes.
If you're not home, you don't get it. And that's exactly what would happen with the MacBook Air. The other people, they weren't there. They went to some party, I think, probably, and they just skipped the raffle. But because they did, we won.
And the thing is, this goes back to step number 4 of staying present. If you're doing the other steps, you will be there to receive it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you follow everything else that we've laid out, you will be there to actually receive it.
Yeah. So the bonus step, this one's really exciting because it actually just exponentializes your luck factor even more. When you're on your win, right, when you've just received the thing that you've been asking for us as the MacBook Air, we're on stage talking about it, you know, receiving our award, that's the best time to say thanks, get your gratitude on, and just say, universe, thank you, and I'm ready for more. Right? Universe, thank you, and I'm ready for more. What would it take to have more luck, more fun, more joy in my life? When you start asking those questions when you're on a high, you exponentialize the entire process.
Because a lot of people will have that bit of good luck, and then they'll sort of almost forget about it until maybe they don't feel as good again, and then they start asking for more. So what if you started asking, I think the important part of what you said, we all know about gratitude, but while you're riding the high and you're still on that wave, that's when you ask, and then you sort of go back to step 1, and it's a rinse and repeat, and you can go through all these steps again for anything that you want to create, and for creating that super sexy hot luck factor. Midas touch, you know?
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
So if you're anything like us, you know, it's all about giving. It's all about spreading the word. And so
paying it forward.
Paying it forward.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do now is to just think about that one person that could really use the information in this video. Think about that. Who is that one person? And send it to them. Right? Whether it's on Facebook or sending them an email, whatever it is, send this video to them, share it on Facebook,
help
whatever
them increase
it is.
Their luck.
That's what it's all about, right? So go ahead and like, comment, and share this video. If you have some manifestation techniques that you've got that you've actually created results with, not just some theory.
Not a theory that sounds cool or meditation that felt good, but you got results from it.
Then put that stuff in the comments below. We'd love to hear your feedback. And finally, make sure you visit www.avramandnikki.com. I'll put the link somewhere on this page, and you can get more updates, more cool videos, content from us, and some of our secrets on how we built a 6-figure income from home, changing people's lives one day at a time.
All right, I think that's it.
Appreciate you for watching our video.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, comment, and share, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.